I have this bumper over here. Here it is in Unity. And I would like to make a version of this prefab, but without the canards. So very simple task. What you might be tempted to do very quickly is just copy this and paste it. So duplicate it, go inside it, and just just remove the canards. That's one way you could do it. But there's actually a much better way to do this, and it's called prefab variants. They're actually very similar to duplicates. To create them, you just need to right-click your prefab, create, and then prefab variant. Let me just rename this. There you go. And now the cool thing about prefab variants is that Unity will keep track of any change that you make to it. So if I were to say delete the canard, so I'm going to press delete. Watch, I'm going to go back to the prefab, like here, overrides, and watch. Unity has kept track of what I've done, which is deleting the canard. If I were to rename anything, like here, watch, it's also going to appear here. That's all a prefab variant is. It's just a list of changes that you're applying to your parent prefab. What this means in practice is that you can now have these two prefabs over here. This is the variant that we created without the canards, yeah. But now you are a little more flexible. So say you came in at a later date, you want to make some changes to your main prefab here. Say I want to give it this ugly shade of green, onto the canards, the lip as well. Let's give a void material to our backface. Watch what happens to our variant. See? It inherited all of these changes over. And what happened here was that Unity went into the variant, it re-imported the updated version, and it just applied this list on top of it again. And that's it. That's prefab variants.
Oh, hello. I bet you didn't expect to see and hear me here. But anyways, I believe you just watched Bitten talk about prefab variants. But there's also material variants that you can do, which can also speed up your texturing process. And that is done by finding your material that you want to make a variant of. So you right click on it, create, material variant, and then let's say you rename it to like red. So then what you can do is with the prefab variant, you can just slap the material onto the part that you're trying to change, which is done like so. Red variant, and put it on here. And say you want it to be red. And if I go back to the first one, it's black. So yeah, later, Gator.